Hello, TCG fans, and welcome to the King's Court. Now, um, okay, this is going. Oh, really quick before we get to the meat and potatoes of this video. If this is your first time here on the channel, hi, thanks for clicking on this video. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks for stopping by. Now, okay, I gotta let everyone in a little secret. Me and Shelmer and Michael here on the channel, we like to play card games. I know, right? A big shocker. Yeah, we like to play TCGs here on the channel. You know, that's probably how a lot of people have found the channel. And here's the thing: we play a couple of different card games. Right now. We've been playing mostly Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon, but we also played Fusion World. Here's really quick. In the past, way before me and Channel Member Michael started the channel, we actually played Dragon Ball Masters for a very long time. Back then it was called Dragon Ball Super Card Game, but now because of Fusion World, it's called Masters. So, and we even actually have done some Fusion World videos here on the channel. But I'm not gonna lie, if you've seen those videos, we've actually been slacking on those mainly because I gotta be real with you. If you follow Dragon Ball Fusion World, Godku was bullshit. I gotta be honest with you. So we just didn't even want to bother with it, but at the time, especially since was still new, there wasn't a lot of things at the time. But let's be real. At that point, you had to play Red, and I'm gonna be real. Here's the thing. And back then, before when we were just playing Masters, back when we were in college, actually, way before we started the channel, I played Broly primarily. Yeah, I got. It's like how here on the channel I focus on heroes. And for Digimon, primarily I focus on Greymon decks, but my favorite's Blackboard Greymon. That's what we have right here. And I'll get to those in a sec. For Masters, I focused on Broly all the time. I played Z Broly, Super Broly, all Dark Broly, all of them. And so here's the thing. Now that the ban list for Dragon Ball Fusion World is already out, and Red got a really big hit, we actually want to start doing some more Dragon Ball Fusion World here on the channel. So. Little heads up if you want to see those. I'm actually going to start focusing on bringing Broly here to the channel. Let's put that right here. I don't have the deck done yet. I'm working on getting the stuff for it. I'm going to try to see how much I can get over the weekend. So hopefully I can have like a deck profile here soon. So be prepared for that. And if you're looking at the thumbnail, and if you're familiar with the channel, another one we honestly played. We have dabbled in the One Piece TCG. Now, we like the game, honestly. And Chandler Michael already has a deck, and I'll get to that in a sec. But here's the thing. The character that I would want to play in the game, because I joked so many times about it that at this point I'm pretty much just waiting for it to happen. I would always tell my friends who play One Piece every time they're like, "Yo, come on, try One Piece." I was like, you know what? When Robin has a deck, I'll play. So at this point, I'm still waiting on a Robin leader for One Piece. Fingers crossed, hopefully, right? So that's why I don't have like a One Piece deck right here because I don't really have one right now. I did dabble with Red, Purple, Luffy, and it's all right, but I'm okay with just waiting, honestly. And so I don't have like I said, but I do have this Robin wafer card, so I'll put it right here. So yeah, that's out of the way. Right now, this is going to be my part. Chandler Michael's going to do his too. So, in a little bit, you will go to him. Basically, this is going to be like not really a series, but more like a special. Now, we're going to call this special King of the Hoard because basically me and Chandler Michael are going to have a contest between the two of us. And the contest is which one of us can max rarity their favorite deck and all the TCGs we like to play here in the channel first. Because, let's be real, in any card game you play, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all that stuff, we all have our favorite decks. You know what I mean? We all have that one deck that we just love to play. Whether it's for, nostalgia reasons, because let's be real, Yu-Gi-Oh has been around for a while. Whether it's for sentimental, personal reasons, great memories. What else? You just enjoy the playstyle, which ironically pretty much explains one of the big why I enjoy all these decks the most. All that sort of thing. So you know, we all have that one favorite deck that that we always love to go back to, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put my favorites in Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, all them. Now in Yu-Gi-Oh, I focus on heroes. You know, that's my favorite deck. I just did a hero deck profile a couple of days ago, and it's been doing really well. And a couple of weeks ago, I uploaded my Black War Greymon deck that I got first place with my locals last time I was able to play, and that video has been blowing up. Thank you so much if you've seen that video. And like I said, I'm going to just try to get a deck profile here soon for Broly. And again, hopefully, eventually we get a Robin leader. So basically, this is going to be like a challenge between me and Chandler and Michael, because we're both going to try to get all the maximum rarities for every card in the decks that we like, of our favorite decks for each game. And what I mean by this is a special, because the reason we're uploading this video now, because we had this idea for a couple of months ago, but we wanted to wait because we wanted to wait till we got to the midpoint of the year, and we're pretty much there. It's the last few days of June. It should be actually when this video goes up, and it's just crazy to think that we're actually at this part. Half of the year is already gone. It seems just like yesterday we were all setting and breaking our New Year's resolutions. By the way, did anyone stick with theirs? I didn't. I can tell you that. But basically, it's crazy. So the thing is, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go over all the decks I have here. You know the two technically. Like I said, I'll get to work on that soon, and again, hopefully we get a Robin leader. I'm gonna show what I have so far, because they're not done yet. Because let's be real, in Yu-Gi-Oh, it's hard to max rarity your favorite deck, especially heroes. Because heroes are so old, it's been in the game for so long that there's a lot of high rarity cards, and some of them change. Like for the longest time, the ultimate rare Stratos was the highest rarity for Stratos, but now I think it's the Starlight rare. So I gotta get those eventually. Oh, that'll be fun. But I'm gonna probably cross those off last. I'll probably get the other stuff first, but I do have some already. And really quick, I used to actually have almost all the Black War Greymon Alternator cards, and like my entire deck used to be almost completely max rarityed for Black War Greymon, but I'll get to that in a sec. But I don't anymore. But I've been starting to get them, start building that up again. But if you look at our older videos, I had like alternate arts for Yugioh and Black War Greymon and Yugioh and all them, but I don't anymore, because I'll get to that in a second, because I'm going to explain something else, so another one. But I do have a lot. I do have some now, thanks to some help from friends and getting lucky from packs. And another one now. Another TCG we have played here on the channel and that you're probably noticing right here is not here, Pokemon. Now, if you're subscribed to the channel, you probably noticed I've been doing a lot more Pokemon online Wi-Fi battles, and I'm really enjoying that. So that's why I haven't really been playing the Pokemon TCG itself. So I wanted to involve this Pokemon in a way, just because I don't want to leave it out, because me and Chandler and Michael have been playing the Pokemon TCG on and off for a long time, just as long as we've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh, obviously. So what I'm going to do is, instead, I'm going to try to collect as many Giratina cards as possible, because Giratina is actually my favorite Pokemon of all time, period. But I did actually have to sell my Giratina deck, as well as my higher rarity Black War Greymon cards, because life, you know what I mean? Like, but hey, the way I view it now is that it's kind of like a way to start back up, start building it back up. So I'm also going to try to start collecting Giratina cards. What I probably want to start doing, honestly, because I really, really want those Giratina V-Star and like V-Max cards. If I can ever find, maybe if I get lucky, because sometimes you see them still at like GameStops or something, I might see if I can get those trainer boxes for Giratina that came out like 2 years ago, I think, and see if I can like open them up here on the channel. That's something you'd be interested to see. Let me know. So I'm basically just gonna collect as many Giratina cards as possible. Sorry about that. It paused for a sec. Excuse me.
Digimon is better. You heard me.
I'm busy talking to the people.
And Cyber Dragons is better than Heroes.
He's going to be recording his part after I'm done here. So go. I'll call you when it's your turn.
Oh, that's rude.
This feels like a confessional now in a terrible reality show.
Hey, leave in the comment section what's better, Heroes or Cyber Dragons?
Do not acknowledge him.
No, acknowledge me.
You're not the bloodline.
Yeah. Adam keeps bringing shame to the bloodline.
Go.
I didn't get my Cheetos.
Why are your Cheetos in here?
You brought them.
Yeah, but I don't remember putting them here. Why are they in my room?
I don't know.
Just go.
You mean the studio?
Yeah, totally. The studio. I'm totally not doing this in my room. I'll see you. I'll call you when it's your turn. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, that's how we're gonna include Pokemon in this. I'm basically gonna be trying to collect my favorite Pokemon, which is Giratina, because Giratina's got some of the coolest cards there are. So that's pretty much it. And the mood has been completely killed. So I'm gonna go over the 2 decks I have right here, show what I got so far, and because the plan is we're gonna do this again in 6 months until we got the deck fully maxed rarity, basically. So this might go on for a while. Who knows? Man, I'm actually kind of looking forward to see how long this will go. So basically, the next one will be the end of December. Man, I swear, it's like I'm just gonna blink. I'm gonna close my eyes, and all of a sudden it's gonna be the end of December, with how fast months have been going by. Man, that's crazy. All right, so we'll start off with Digimon. I already mentioned that one first. So here's the thing: I really want to get. If you saw our video recently, we did our favorite rarities in the Digimon TCG. I mentioned that I really want to get the Koromon Judge card, like the Judge Koromon card. But that card is so expensive. I'll probably keep the expensive cards, get them last. And they're hard to find too. Anyone ever notice that? I almost never see them on TCG Player, and if I do, they get bought up super quickly. But I do know a guy who has them, and I don't know if he plays the game anymore. Maybe I might hit him up eventually, see if he can give me a deal. But so yeah, the Koromons. Or I don't know actually, because we never know. There always could be another Koromon. But we'll see what happens. So, I actually have already the alternate art for the Omnimon X antibody, so I'm good there. And for when it comes to the Blitz Omni, there's multiple artworks for Blitz Omni. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot actually. But I think the highest rarity one would be the secret rare one, that has the old school artwork. So that's probably gonna have to be the one that you gotta cross off. But I don't think it's not being used as much right now, because I remember in the early parts of the game, like a year or two ago, Omnimon was playing a lot of red and blue decks, but not as much anymore. I think the only, besides Black War Greymon or like War Greymon tribal decks, the only other ones that played is Malga, I think, and Red Hybrid. I don't think there's any other deck that plays it. So, hey, I'll see if I can eventually cross that off. But I like this artwork, too. It's cool. I got it from a friend. I got this card from a friend of mine who was at this 2023 regional. He gave this to me, and honestly, I wouldn't switch this out. But I think this is actually one of the higher rarities of this card anyways. I think the only one higher might be the one from top 4. I ain't getting that. Screw that. This is what I meant. Like, in other videos that I have posted here on the channel, like older ones, I did actually have the alternate arts for Black War Greymon and Gaiomon, but again, I had to sell them, life. Although, hey, it happens. Same thing here. I actually used to have a full set of Black War Greymon X, but again, had to sell them. They were like $30 each because, things. But I actually got this one from a friend of mine because he knows Black War Greymon's my favorite Digimon, so he just gave it to me. So I got to get those eventually. I'm not sure whether or not I really want to even bother with the pre-release, because I'm going to be real, I don't always care for the pre-release that much. I'm more of interested in the alternate arts. But if I, just to compete with Michael, because he does have a good amount of pre-release cards in other decks, maybe I might, honestly. But I think I actually have a pre-release for this somewhere. I just got to look through all my bulk. I hate going through bulk. I actually got the holo of this, so I'm good. And it doesn't come in pre-release, I think. So I think I'm good anyways. Got the alternate art for this, and I really like this one actually. This is where it gets interesting because I've looked it up before. The rarity of the artwork of this one with the black and the red border and the pre-release, these two actually are pretty much the same price wise, honestly. So if I had to pick, like I said, I'd rather probably just go with this. So, but again, we'll see. I actually have the hollow of this, the Greymon X antibody, so I'm good there. I do know there are alternate arts of this, so I gotta get those. Same here, actually. I think I actually had one, but I don't remember where I put it. I'll have to look it up. I actually have a full set of these already, so I'm good. This is going to be hard to get, but they've gone down recently, so they used to be like, shoot, I think like $50 each. I think they've gone down, so I might work on that. I got a full set here, so I'm good actually there. I only play 2 right now, so I'm good. A friend of mine actually has the alternate art of this one, the red one where it has like the red border and in the background Omnimon is in the background. So I'll probably honestly just see if I can probably work out a deal with him. I tried pulling those ties, the one with tie and the alternate arts of these. I tried, I could not get lucky. So I'll try to get those eventually. Same with Black War Greymon and Black War Grey X and Guilemon. I used to have the higher rarity of this, but again, but it's not that much actually. And it's a one of anyways. I only got one of these X antibodies. A friend of mine gave it to me because he got it from like a convention, I think. And so I'll probably try to get these two as well. I only got one right now because I actually had to sell the other 2 I had because a friend gave me this one. So I'm probably going to try to get the second one soon. The alternate arts for these aren't out yet, so they should be in I think next month. So hopefully I can get those. And when it comes to the red memory boost, I'm good there actually. This is the one I prefer anyways with Koromon. So that's it for Black War Greymon. I actually got a lot more than I thought, honestly. I thought when I sold them, I probably didn't have as much. No, I got them. No, I actually still have some, but I'm still far away from having this completely max rarity. But hey, that's what this special / series is for. Okay, so that's for Digimon. Now on to Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, go the extra deck first. Luckily, this is the only print for Wake Up Your Elemental Heroes, so I'm good here. Same with Neos Wingman. Last time I checked, if I remember right, the highest rarity for Ab-Zero is the Shonen Jump one, which I used to have. More quick lore, I actually used to have a really high rarity GX collection. It had all my hero stuff, and I even had some armed dragons and Ojamas. So that's because again I love GX, but I had to sell that. But that was like a long time ago. But so I gotta try to get another one of those. But with Edison right now, that could be tough. We'll see though. Only prints so far, luckily. This is the secret rare, so I'm good there. Same here with Dystopia, secret rare. I actually had a chance to get, I think this is like Starlight or something from someone of my locals, but he wanted a lot for it. I'm like, I wasn't really in the mood to try to negotiate a price, honestly. The ultis are still the most expensive of Dark Law. That's probably one of the holy grails for hero players to have those someday. I think this is the only one for Blast as well. And I don't even need to bother with the links because they only gave us one print for the links, and they never higher rarity them. Sad. Hopefully someday, right? So actually, for the extra deck, besides Ab-Zero, DPE, and Dark Law, I'm actually pretty close to that there actually. Although if I'm missing anything if I'm forgetting any higher rarities versions of cards, let me know in the comments. I'm probably honestly forgetting something. I know I am. For the main deck, now I'm gonna focus on the hero, the main parts of the deck, because hand traps, they're always switching around depending on the meta and all that. So I'm not really gonna like really bother with those right now. I'm just gonna focus on the main event of the deck, which is the hero cards. Stratos. Now I'm gonna be real. For the longest time, I used the Shonen Jump Stratos, but a friend of mine actually pulled this secret rare Stratos, so I've been using this one for a long time. So, but if I remember right, the highest rarity Stratos is the Starlight Stratos, if I remember right. Oh man, that's gonna be tough. Man. Last time I think this actually is the highest rarity Neos, but I got this from a friend of mine for my birthday last year, so I'm not gonna change this one out, honestly. Although I will probably still want to get the secret rare from the tin, because I used to have that and I would love to have it again. And same with Liquid Soldier, I got the secret rare, so I'm good with that. Shadow Mist, still Structured X Shadow Mist, that's the only one, so we're good there. I'm gonna probably have to get 2 more of the QCR for Ferris, so I gotta work on that. Division Heroes, pretty much all secrets, so I'm good there. Okay, really fun thing. I never mentioned this in any of my deck profiles for heroes, which is actually kind of funny because that I never mentioned this. These are actually the original Malicious from the Raw Yellow Mega Pack that I got decades ago. I've had these same ones since I think I got them when I was in middle school, actually. Yeah, I think I did. So I've had these cards. These are like probably the oldest cards I still have. I've had these Malicious for decades. I love these cards. I would not switch these, honestly. And I'm gonna be real. If you really look closely, you could tell just how kind of beaten up they are. They're, like I said, they're really old. So I'm good there, honestly. And I think the only other Malicious I think that's higher rarity is... Shoot, I actually don't know. The Secret Rares, maybe? Yeah, I think the Secret Rares. So I'll probably just get those just to have for collector reasons. And I actually have all the other Destiny heroes maxed out. Dark Angel, got that. Denier, got that. And another, just like Neos, I got this as a birthday present from my friend. So I would not switch this. It is actually the secret rare from the tin. Man, I just love that old school feel. Okay, the next one. I actually used to have ulti rare Hero Lives once upon a time, but again, had to sell my GX collection. But so I gotta try to get those again. These have really gone down last time I checked, Fusion Destiny. These are the secret rare ones, but if I remember right, the QCRs are the highest rarity one, and they've really gone down last time I checked, so I might be able to get those soon, actually. Mass Change, I'm actually not sure what the highest rarity for Mass Change is. If anyone knows watching this, you can probably let me know in the comments. I'll probably look into it, but I think the highest rarity, shoot, does it have a QCR? Or I think it's the ultis, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's the ultis. I gotta get those too eventually. Let's see. Rhoda, utility cards, Rhoda, call by, secret rares, those. I think that's actually the highest Rhoda comes in. I'm not sure. Or does it come in a Starlight rare? Of all cards, you think Rhoda would with how old it is. I have the polymerization from the Kaiba collection, the legendary Kaiba collection, but I'm probably, like most hero players, I'm definitely going to switch it out for when we get, eventually, if we ever get, who knows when, we get that alternate art for polymerization with Avion and Burstinatrix. Man, I'm excited for that one. Last time I checked, I think Ulti Rare is the highest Miracle Fusion, so I got to get that soon, and Favorite Contact, actually, only print of it. And so that's actually everything right there. I actually got a lot more than I thought. Sweet. Although, obviously, it's not anywhere close to being completely maxed out. But hey, that's the goal, right? That's the point of this. So that's going to be pretty much that's all the decks right there. Like I said, this is just like a fun thing between me and Jelmer and Michael. So we're gonna keep this like I guess you could almost call it a special or a series going every 6 months until we both have our favorite decks completely maxed out. And whoever took the longest, because we're gonna rewatch this video specifically in 6 months, to see where we're at. Whoever gets it done, um, the fastest wins, and the loser's got to do a punishment on the channel. And when that happens, we're gonna post in the community tabs of what probably to happen. Maybe do another spicy chip challenge or something. I don't know, something funny. So, yeah, that's everything. Is there anything else I wanted to say? No, I think that's pretty much everything. So yeah, Black Greymon, Heroes. Again, I'll have Broly up eventually soon. Hopefully, I can get up most of the deck over the weekend. And Yo Bandai, give me a Robin leader. Hopefully, right, someday. And hopefully again I can get some more Giratina cards. And that's pretty much everything. That's all. Now it's gonna go to channel member Michael before he rudely interrupted us. It's his turn, and he's gonna go over his decks. So let us know. Let us know in the comments what you think, and let us know also what your favorite deck is from all the games you like to play. And let us know if you're trying to max already out too. Because I know not everyone likes to, but again, we just really like we like pretty cards. We'll admit it. So that's pretty much it on channel member Michael.
And now back to your regularly scheduled Machine King of the Golden State Kings. Yep, I guess it's time to show off what I have, since obviously I think Cyber Dragons are better than Heroes. Leave that down below if you believe it too. I mean they're both GX decks, and GX is probably one of the best seasons, so do what you will. So this is my, I guess you could say, King of the Hoard video. I'll bring up a few things. So, first off, yes, we do play One Piece. Or at least I do. I believe Isaac mentioned earlier that he'll consider it, but it's not until Robin gets later, which is fine. I prefer Nami in One Piece. Nami, best grill. But I really don't like her playstyle right now, which is why I'm not playing Nami. Although, honestly, I think I might just pick up the deck anyway, just because... How can I say I like Nami and don't have anything of Nami in the game except for her cards that are in here? If you know anything or seen the disc before, if this is actually Kid and not Uta, or it's Uta, but it's still Kid. I just need to finish adjusting the deck over. And as far as getting the deck high rarity, that's tough. Just because if you know anything about One Piece card game, it's expensive. It's hard out here for a card game One Piece player to want to high rarity their deck, especially when you try to be budget. Well, I need to take a drink of my yak. Oh, that's a good letdown. As for Yu-Gi-Oh, I really haven't played the game. I would say I haven't played it consistently in about maybe 2-3 months. I just have problems with formats that are just very, one deck is the highest, and then there's maybe 1 or 2 other decks that are there, and then everything else. I have to be diversity, and I understand some people don't like that, but I do, and I'm perfectly fine with that being my opinion. So yeah, my favorite deck is Cyber Dragons, and if anyone knows about Cyber Dragons, it can be expensive. Luckily, a friend of mine gave me a Collector's Tin 3 Cyber Dragon. I do know that there are ultis, and I would probably go for that. There's a lot of cards in here actually that could go ulti, and I probably will. Thankfully, I don't need ulti machine duplications. Oh wait, no, I do need those. So Cyber Dragon might be the one I do last, just because how much stuff is ultis. And not just ultis, but old ultis. Like, we're talking like ancient. We're talking like these are like years ago ultis. Like, these are the ones you collect and you want to make money off of. So, as much as I'd like to do that for Cyber Dragons, right now I'm not particularly good on doing that. And, yeah. But I probably would, because Cyber Dragons is my favorite deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though I do have Plunder Patrol and I do have Earth Machine, Cyber Dragon's always been a deck that I've gone to and played for a long time. Eventually I'll get a deck profile. If you want me to put that, leave it down below. Leave it down below. And we'll put it, and I'll record it. It's a bit of an outdated build, but you know, it's the build I like, and Just tough when you gotta go second against a deck that builds a good board that you can't do anything against. But it's fun when it goes off. Now, Fusion World. Fusion World is the other interesting case. So, as of right now, me and Charmer Isaac really haven't been consistently playing the game. He's mentioned that he's switching to Broly, and I'm switching over from Gohan to Cell. Perfect. For those of you who don't... Excuse me, something caught my throat. Need to take a drink of my yak. Anyway, for those who don't know, Cell is my favorite main arc villain in Dragon Ball, right before, and then Majin Buu right after him. Gohan, of course, being my favorite character, it makes sense that his best arc, which in my opinion is the Cell Games arc, has my favorite villain. And unfortunately, well, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on what you want to count, Fusion World really doesn't have... I really didn't go for much of the alts, like, thankfully, like, because a lot of the alts were more expensive. I know there is an alt, or like a tournament pack of this Gohan here that I would probably want to get, along with Goku's and all that, but, again, I need to adjust my build for Cell, because that's the deck I'm probably going to start playing more often, and I really enjoy Cell. Back in Dragon Ball Masters, which I did play that, I played that since... Was it set 3 that had Majin Buu? That was the first set that had the first Majin Buu leader. I think that's the first set I started playing in. So yeah, I played in that format for a little while. I'll give a brief overview of my time in Masters. I played androids. Obviously played androids. And while they weren't meta, I was playing them consistently and winning. Because of my locals at the time, it was the fact that androids caused pressure, and then no matter what, I was getting then I would get the 7-drop Cell, reduce their hand like to 0, hit with critical, use the 16 super combos to make them discard cards, and then leave them at 2 life and hit them with the 7-drop Cell for game. You know, all the good stuff. But I would then play Bardock Apes. You know, the plan. If you know the ape deck, you know how I would say somewhat toxic that deck was. Played Super Saiyan 3 Apes. Super Saiyan 3 Red Blue Kid Buu Rush I think I played Shenron as well. But the deck that I really had the most fun playing, and I enjoyed it the most, was actually playing Android 21. For those of you who probably can guess, because I have an alt of this, Android 21 is my favorite girl from Dragon Ball. Character-wise, I do think she was really well done in Fighters. She's got that boss bitch energy, let's be honest here. She has it. And, yeah, she looks good. Like, aesthetically, she looks good. Like, in this card art, it looks good. I played her deck. And yes, I know this card is banned. Unfortunately, I think it could have been errata, but I've been over that before. If you want to hear my opinion on that, I can always talk about this later. But I have 4 of this. It's my favorite artwork in the game, favorite card. But yeah, so I played 21, played Gogeta, you know, Gogeta BR. Ironically enough, played Gogeta BR while Isaac was playing Broly, so it was kind of funny that, you know, basically without meaning to, me and him were playing the final fight of the Broly movie. Which is kind of funny. And then we kind of fell out of love with Masters, because Masters got crazy for us. At least for me, it did as well. So I really haven't looked into really getting into it. I mean, I like the Gammas, but I don't know if that's enough to really pull me back into the game. Probably not. For Pokemon, I'll probably just collect cards, like Isaac said as well. I like the Pokemon TCG, I do. I would say it's one of the most relaxing TCGs I can play, because I don't really feel the need to, I don't want to say turn off my brain, but it's very friendly to being able to play relaxed. At least in local competition. In high level, I understand that's where the pressure is, and I understand that. But to me, I've never found the Pokemon TCG hard. It's always been easy to play to me because it's very well structured, at least in my opinion. So I would probably just collect cards though. I would collect Miraidon, little sandwich boy. My little cabbage boy, Bulbasaur all the way up to Venusaur. Kung Fu Bear, even though he's not Kung Fu Panda, and Urshifu, both forms. Even though I do have cards already of him, I would want more of the alts. And Metagross, of course, because Metagross is one of my favorites. If you've seen anything I've talked about before. What else do I play? Oh, the Star Wars TCG. I don't know if I'm gonna max rarity anything in that one. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, as anyone who knows me can tell you. But we're talking like that card game is expensive. Like, I think it can almost make Yu-Gi-Oh look expensive. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh's expensive, and it gets right up there just because of how many cards are hyperdrive and all this stuff. So, or hyperspace rare. So, and the Vaders are like 80 to 100 something. I need for 4 copies of the deck I need to play. So, yeah, not exactly keen on picking that up. If anyone's wondering why am I making this thing about money, it's money can be tight, and everyone knows that. Lorcana, I don't play it consistently enough to want to max rarity it. I play very rarely. I play so sporadically, you could probably say I don't play at all. And that's just because I've never updated my deck. I really don't know what I play. I played Sapphire Seal. That's what I have right now. And would I ever update it? Probably. I just need to know what do I play for it. If you play Lorcana, leave it down below. Maybe I will provide an updated deck list. Since, enjoying card games what we do. And not just card games, games in general, but different games are what we do. Now, you look at the decks here, and you notice I've not talked about one. And what deck is that, you may ask? Well, let me just move all these other ones out of here, just to give me a little more room to talk about it. Don't do that. And now we talk about Digimon. So, Digimon is the card game I have the most... I wouldn't say completed, but I have the most towards finishing up this King of the Hoard. And that falls down to the fact that I've been playing for a while, and the way Digimon's pull ratios go and alts go, I've been able to pick up a lot that I wanted to pick up. So, of the decks I have in rotation, which I have bunnies, even though Terriermon's a terrier, not a bunny, but that's a different story. I have insects, or big bag beetles. Big bag beetle boards. If you catch that reference, you're a real one. Imperial, I'm going back to picking that up. Just partitioned Pyodramons are going to be nutty. What else is there? Alpha, I only have 3 cards in that deck that are alts at the moment, just because it's hard to pick up the alts for Alpha. And we'll get to that. You will get to know why. And Machinedramon. And Machinedramon, I'd say I have is the most. Of my alts I have, of the 4, I do have all 4 Chaosdramons alternate art. I do think the alt looks a little better. I do only have 1 EX1 Machinedramon alt art. Depending on my build, you might need more. I might need to play more, but for right now, since I'm only playing 2, I only have 1 of it, so need 1 more. I have this alt of Metal Tyrannomon, this alt of Megadramon, the Metal Greymon alt, the Metal Mamamon alt, Andro, the double Metal Greymon alt art. This looks great, by the way. A Vampad Analog Man, which, depending on the build, it's either a 3 of or a 4 of. And Attack of the Heavy Mobile Digimon, which I play 2 of. at the time of recording, we don't have these alt arts yet, but we also know that these alt art either going to be. I believe these are from these might be from event pack, which I'm hoping not because these look great and they look great and I don't want to have to get those that way. But yeah, so that's how far Machinedramon is. That's a pretty good chunk of cards. I already have all types of. What's left for Machinedramon in general? These boys. These boys are still what's left. And if you don't know, it's because Doremons are like 40 apiece for the altar, which makes sense. He's a searcher for 2 different decks. Potentially 3 or 4, depending on 3. He's a searcher for he's not a searcher for 2. He's a searcher for 2 decks and played in 3 of them. You can cut him in Machinedramon for other stuff if you really feel like it. So technically, I don't have to be playing 4 of him, but right now I haven't adjusted the build yet. I can do a video on how I feel about Machinedramon in this meta if you want. Leave that down below as well. But for right now, I would need 4 him. You need 4 in Alpha. He is still your main level 3. You Digivolve into on top of your Doremon, which I have 4 Doremon also. There we go. Alpha's like way far away because of how much of the deck needs to be ulted out. But actually no, I think Alpha might actually be close too. Don't have it on me and I'm not gonna grab it out, but I have it, it's over there, but I'm not gonna bring it over here because that means I have to go through cards. And somebody brought up how I kept going through cards the last time I did a deck. So not gonna do it. Not gonna give you satisfaction of noticing. I'll win this round. You win that round. Anyway, so 4 of these. The Mega Dramon from BT15, I do need 2 more of. Or not 2 more of. I would need to get the alts of that. But luckily, or unluckily, since I've been seeing that Marvin Jackson is kind of losing play. And we don't play it as much in some builds. Not having to alter a Tamer is nice because I'm already alternating out Analog Man. And then most of the level 5s in this deck are already altered out. Like, thankfully, I've gotten most of the stuff. In fact, let me take a look there. Okay, that's a semi-lie because I still need the secret of this, the alt art. I need that, the black and green bordered one, but then I would also need 4 more of those. I would need 5 of these in general for also bunnies. And then that's it because everything, well, okay. Technically, I would also need all 4 of these to be pre-release uncommons. Is it uncommon? Yeah, I would need all 4 of these to be pre-release uncommons. So, yeah. There's not a lot I need for Machinedramon, so I could get it done if I was really on it. And I don't know if I want to be on it. I know there's a punishment involved if we don't. Whoever gets it done first, but you know, that's the benefit of liking a Digimon who's not Greymon or Agumon. You can probably pick up stuff a little easier. Good luck, Isaac. I don't know if Isaac's asked. If you guys have any alt-art decks or any alted out decks are full of alt-arts, let us know. Heck, you know, maybe we'll make a community post tab or on our Twitter. We'll make a post. If you have alt-art decks, show them. Whatever card game you play. You know, we want to see, you know, we're all kings here. Let's see how we do. Let's make this community a little more sparkly. So, I've been Michael of the Golden State Kings, the resident Machine King, the resident Thick Boy. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a nice day. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.